Okay, now we move to the next topic, role of human capital formation or human capital formation and economic growth. How does human capital formation lead to the economic growth of the country or increase in the GDP or the national income of the country? So, the very first is change in the emotional and the material environment of growth. Human capital formation generates a change in the emotional and the material environment of growth. The emotional environment becomes conducive to growth as people tend to acquire growth oriented attitude and aspirations. People want to increase the income which they are earning, yes, and thereby, yes, they want to improve upon their standard of living. The more they earn, they'll have more of aspirations. More aspirations means they would be working harder, more a better quality of life they'll be able to enjoy, and this goes on. Then material environment becomes helpful to growth as the society now possesses higher number of skilled and trained workers to implement the plans and programs of economic growth. Yes, better educated, yes, more skilled people will be having, more trained workers, they'll be able to contribute more and more towards the various plans which the country has implemented, which the government has implemented, and thereby assist in the economic growth. Then higher productivity of physical capital. Human capital formation increases the productive capacity of the physical capital, yes, which means the productivity of physical capital means output per unit of capital. You may be importing the latest of machinery, you may be having the best of technology, the latest machinery you have, but if you don't have people to work upon it, or if you have, say, suppose that machine is able to absorb around 10 people, the maximum efficiency it will be giving when 10 people are working on it, but actually you have only around 4 people working on it. So it means the machine, you have spent so much on purchasing the machinery, but you're not able to utilize it to the maximum. Yes. So if the people are educated, if they are skilled enough, yes, the maximum capacity of the physical capital will be made use of. Then specialized engineers and skilled workers can certainly handle machines better than the others. It enhances the productivity and thereby accelerates the pace of growth. Wherever we use the word growth, it means economic growth. Innovative skills. Human capital formation facilitates innovations, that is, new inventions, better ideas, the undercurrent which is of growth and development. More innovations, more growth and development of the country. Yes, larger the number of skilled and the trained personnel means the people or the workers, greater the possibilities of more innovations in the area of production and the related activities. Innovation is the lifeline of growth, as we all know. Innovative ideas, yes, more innovations, more inventions will make the quality of life of humans better. High rate of participation and equality. By enhancing productive capacities of the labor force, human capital formation induces greater employment opportunity. Yes. So, this increases the rate of participation, that is a percentage of labor force participating in the process of production. Yes, and thereby giving more and more employment opportunities. Yes, improving upon the quality of life of these workers. So, higher the rate of participation, greater is the degree of economic and social equality in the society. Thus, there is a cause and effect relationship between human capital and economic growth. How human capital formation stimulates the process of economic growth. More people, more educated people, more healthy people we have, yes, more economic growth of the country, more will be the contribution towards the GDP. However, economic growth also impacts human capital formation. Yes, more economic growth, better quality of life of the people. They are both interrelated. Growth implies increase in per capita real income of the people. That is, if growth is there, if the GDP of the country is increasing, per capita GDP or per capita income is increasing, then thereby it means the purchasing power of the people of the country is increasing. They'll be able to purchase more of goods and services. Their standard of life will improve upon for sure. Higher income facilitates higher investment on education and skills. No doubt, if the income of the families are high, they'll be able to spend more on giving better education to their children. Then coming to the problems facing human capital formation in our country. Rising population. Rapidly rising population adversely affects the quality of human capital. This is because it reduces the per head availability of the existing facilities, whether it is relating to the houses, sanitation, drainage, water system, hospitals, schools, colleges, power supply, all these. If the population is increasing, the government may do whatever it wants to, whatever it can, yes, but still, because the population is increasing at such a high rate, like in a country like ours, so whatever the government is trying to do, that is all eaten up by the increasing population. So we are not able to feel this, the increase or the facilities provided by the government. Then brain drain, migration of people. This is another problem. Migration of the people, they are that is the educated and the trained people in India, yes, to developed countries is a serious threat to the process of human capital formation in our country. As we all know, the best of the technical staff, the best of the doctors, yes, they all migrate to the other countries. So the best of our scientists, the administrators, the executives, the physicians, educationists, the engineers, they all migrate to the other countries in lieu of better job opportunities, better facilities, and no doubt a good salary package. Then deficient manpower planning. Not enough efforts have been made to maintain the demand and supply balance of the ever rising labor force in the country. Yes, the labor force in our country is going on increasing, but not enough job opportunities are being provided to them. So unemployment is a very big problem in our country, which is a wastage of human resource and human skills. As you must have heard, yes, in the recent years, the educated youth in our country is going on increasing. Talk about the engineers, talk about the doctors, yes, but the job opportunities available to them has come down drastically. No, so their contribution towards, they have spent so much on education, yes, but it all is a waste. So they have the expertise, but they don't have enough job opportunities, so their potential lies untapped. Then insufficient on the job training in primary sector. Yes, the primary sector, that is the agriculture sector, is the backbone of the Indian economy, we all know. Unfortunately, it has not received due attention in the area of professional skills. Yes, so professionally they are not, the farmers, most of them are poor, most of them are small, they don't pay any heed towards improving upon their skills. So and neither is the government doing much to improve upon the agriculture sector. So on the job training program, they are highly scanty in our country. Yes, so as a result of all this, the production in our country, yes, of all the agriculture goods is very less as compared to what it should be. Seems such a huge population depending on agriculture, but still the contribution is very less. Low academic standards, yes. So although the country has opened so many universities, schools, yes, made the education compulsory, elementary education compulsory, yes, apart from all these, besides all these, but we have not been able to maintain the standards of education in our country. So consequently, we have a large army of half-baked graduates and postgraduates whose deficient skills only lowers the level of efficiency and productivity. They may be graduates, engineers we talk about, yes, or we talk about the students in the commerce stream. Yes, any stream, they have the graduate degrees, but if we talk about the skills which they possess, the actual knowledge which they possess, that is very, very poor. So they are not able to fit in many good jobs.